Email query next. R.L. Kapoor says that he booked a flat in 2009 in the NCR region. Now he received possession in 2015, registered it in the same year. If he were to sell the flat now, from when will indexation begin? 2009 or 2015? That's another favorite question that keeps coming up, Suresh.
Yeah, so Mr. Kapoor, since you have actually purchased the property in 2009, in the sense that you have entered into the agreement in 2009, even though you have received the possession now, the rights which are arising in respect of the agreement, they are more than now 3 years, which is therefore it makes it a long-term asset and benefit of indexation is available. There is a separate issue whether you will get exemption under section 54 for reinvestment in the house property, because there the condition which is mentioned in the section is that you should be owning the house property for 3 years in order to qualify as a long-term capital gain. But the indexation benefit is available to all the long-term assets. So whether it is shares, whether it is even a right in an immovable property or the property itself. So benefit of indexation definitely will be available to you.
No, Suresh, so I think his question is going to be capital gains. Will I be eligible for short-term or long-term capital gains?
So capital gain will be definitely long-term capital gain, because these rights in the property are more than 3 years. Even though the property itself is not 3 year old, but the rights, even the right to purchase the property is a capital asset. And that is more than 3 years. And therefore it is a long-term capital gain. The benefit of indexation is available, which means there is a lower rate of tax of 20%. Now there is a separate point whether the reinvestment in another residential house, you get exemption under section 54 or not. So that is a separate question where there is some controversy whether the benefit is available or not, because the house itself is not held for more than 3 years. The house itself came into picture only in 2015.
So right now, what are people doing? What is your recommendation? Say he were to reinvest the gains in another house, then can he claim exemption?
So that is where I would say that unless you have a compelling reason, because you might end up with a litigation on this front, because you are not holding this house property for more than 3 years. So you might have to end up paying a 20% tax in terms of long-term capital gains tax. After indexation, you will get the benefit of indexation, you will get the benefit of lower tax rate. But whether you will get exemption from reinvestment or not is a highly sort of controversial matter right now.
So you're better off not claiming exemption is what you're saying?
Or you claim exemption with a clear understanding that this might be under, kind of some sort of litigation may be involved there.
In future, you might have to actually turn around and explain why you've claimed exemption. So here's the thing, if you have bought under construction property, like in this particular case, then you start calculating capital gains or indexation as such from the date that you sign the sale agreement. Okay, it doesn't matter when you got possession, you might have just got possession last month, but if you had bought this property say in 2010 or 2012 or 2009 as in this case, then your capital gains, in that sense, the meter starts ticking from that particular date onwards when you sign that agreement. However, the jury is still out on whether or not you can claim exemption. So you qualify for long-term capital gains, but even if you reinvest it in a home, you may not be able to claim exemptions. That's something that you need to keep in mind, right?
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Magicbricks Now. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magicbricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/Magicbricks Now.